How's it going, everyone? It's me, it's Jinsula, and welcome to another Pokémon Go video. Alright, so Niantic announced all of the details of the Festival of Lights event, which will be the follow-up to the current Evolving Stars event. There's going to be brand new Pokemon, and some bonuses that are actually quite unique. It looks like Niantic is trying out something new, and I'm curious to see how it will go down. That's what I'm going to be talking about in this video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. Okay, let's talk about the Festival of Lights event. So, this is one of those in-game events that players were anticipating, mainly because it was actually a good event last year. It is viewed as a good precursor to the Halloween event, and it looks like Niantic is going to fulfill that anticipation. First off, this event is going to debut a brand new Pokemon family, and it is Morelull and Shiinotic, which you can get by evolving Morelull with 50 candy. These Pokemon have the unique typing of Grass and Fairy, which could have huge implications for the Go Battle League. I'm excited to see what impact they will have, but it will be determined by what moves they get. But next up, let's go over these event bonuses, because Niantic is trying something new. During this event, we will be getting boosted shiny rates for Chinchou. This is pretty interesting because outside of community days, paid events, limited research days, and raid days, Niantic has never boosted the shiny rate of a particular Pokemon for an extended event. This could be a new dynamic for in-game events moving forward, and I'm curious to see just how much they are boosting the shiny rate for Chinchou. This Pokemon is a relevant Pokemon as well, since it evolves into Lantern, which is a pretty strong Pokemon for the Great League. We will also be getting 2 times the amount of experience and candy from catching Pokemon, and 2-hour durations for regular incense. I feel like it's been a while since we've had any notable bonuses during an in-game event, so I'm glad Niantic is adding these. On top of that, these bonuses are actually quite good, given that the wild spawns are actually worthwhile for battlers. Speaking of which, the following Pokemon will be the event spawns for this event: Pikachu, Vulpix, Magnemite, Chinchou, Litwick, Litleo, Helioptile, Dedenne, and Morelull. If you're lucky, you will come across Galarian Ponyta and Togedemaru. Now coinciding with the increased incense duration, you will be seeing the following Pokemon spawning from incense: Alolan Geodude, Blitzel, Darumaka, Litwick, Dedenne, and Morelull. You may also encounter Galarian Ponyta and Galarian Darumaka at a much lower rate. In case you didn't figure it out by now, most of these spawns are themed around fairy types and PvP. A lot of the Pokemon that you will encounter in the wild evolve into some pretty good Great League Pokemon, and this could be a great opportunity for you to build up your collection of battle-ready Pokemon for PvP. But aside from these wild spawns, there's going to be some interesting Pokemon appearing in raid battles as well. In 1-star raids, you may encounter Galarian Ponyta, Darumaka, Dedenne, and Morelull. Now, out of all of these, you should only do Galarian Ponyta and Darumaka, as they have the potential to be shiny, and they are pretty good. Dedenne, on the other hand, won't benefit from raid IVs, so you will want to get more closer to the typical PvP IVs. Thus, I would focus on catching Dedenne in the wild as opposed to raids. Now, appearing in 3-star raids during this event, you may encounter Alolan Raichu, Galarian Weezing, Mawile, and Hisuian Braviary. Obviously, Hisuian Braviary will be the interesting boss out of this bunch, as it could potentially be shiny and it doesn't make frequent appearances in the game. So if you missed out on Hisuian Braviary raid day, then this could be a great opportunity for you to pick up this shiny. And then finally, we will have Xerneas in 5-star raids and Mega Manectric in Mega Evolution raids. Xerneas' shiny form will be making its debut, so make sure you do as many of these raids as you can. So yeah, these are the raid bosses that will be appearing in raids during this event. Next, let's go over the field research encounters. There will be tasks that will reward you with an encounter with the following Pokemon: Galarian Ponyta, Electabuzz, Magmar, Chinchou, Blitzel, Dedenne, and Morelull. Now, since you will be coming across most of these Pokemon in the wild other than Electabuzz and Magmar, you shouldn't feel pressured to do as many research tasks during this event. But since Chinchou's shiny rate is supposedly getting boosted during this event, doing Chinchou tasks may increase your chances at getting a Shundo or at least a high IV shiny. So if that is something that interests you, then I would look for these tasks. So yeah, overall, this is looking to be a simple yet solid event. I am really curious how the community is going to respond to the increased shiny rate for Chinchou. I don't think it will be as high as a community day, but I can see it having the same boosted rates as Chansey and Alolan Exegutors. Specifically, they could set it at about a 150 rate, which is not bad at all. I really like that Niantic is trying out new things. This could have really positive implications for Pokémon Go and future in-game events, but we'll just have to see how Niantic executes these bonuses. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I would love to know your thoughts regarding this event down below in the comments. Definitely share them, and let's have a great discussion. And if you ended up enjoying this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here, and don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then be sure to check out the links in the description below. For all my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list, so if you want to interact with me in some way, like with remote raids, then do consider becoming a patron on my Patreon. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.